Hello everybody, Casheway here, and we are still playing Turnabout Substitution. This is part 4. I'm hoping that this will be a short recording, as we should be close to being done with the first day of investigation. This might be the last person. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's loud. Lower that a bit. Oh, this music's loud. So this is the guy. So this is the man who... So he received a phone call from somebody, like a really threatening phone call. So is he guilty? Did he commit the murder? Well, that seems pretty suspicious that he doesn't want us to defend him. Okay, so this guy doesn't want me to defend him. At this point, I'm not trusting him, especially after that phone call. Because in the last episode, when we were investigating this, apartment with him, or this office, not apartment, this office without him in it, that bust turned out to be a phone, and we accidentally answered the phone, and some guy wanted some money for a job that he did for him. So maybe he's not the murderer, but perhaps he hired somebody to do it for him. That would make a lot of sense. So let's talk. First we have the judge. Oh, that's right. It's his trial, so... And the judge is... That's really weird, because the only two judges we ever see in Ace Attorney, aside from the Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney game, which has like a medieval kind of judge, and even that judge looked like this judge, but Judge Chambers has been the judge for pretty much every single trial of this game, and the only other judge we have seen is his brother, who in this game was murdered, so we're going to have a new judge. So that's kind of interesting. So at one point he was a great judge, is what he's saying, and now he's just kind of old. Alright, for the prosecutors, the opponent tomorrow's trial will be Jessica Poole. So it's a new person. The prosecuting, of course, it's a legend. It's always a legend. 60. Wow. So she's old. So she's a very old judge. The first female prosecutor aside from Von Karma. That's kind of cool. Very old though. Best attorney of her generation, huh? Oh, okay. So this was a lot shorter than I thought. Alright, well, I'm going to just continue with the trial, anyway, for the final, I was going to make this a separate part when the case starts. So for those of you who have never played Ace Attorney, this is the second part of the game. You have to go through an investigation stage first, and now this is the court scene, where you battle in court, you hear witness testimonies, and you try to find contradictions in the witnesses. and ultimately try to get your client declared innocent, as you will see soon. Are we ready? Wow. You don't usually see the judge, actually, in the, no, that's not his usual sprite. I think that's a family sprite. What? That's a conflict of interest. Wait a minute, the prosecutor is the ex-girlfriend of the defendant? That can't why are they having her do this? Well, it's not like it stopped them before. Power dater. Wow, this prosecutor seems to have a really, really crappy life. That's a bit overkill. So, death threats, depression, leaving the judge, going to the Virgin Islands, having a husband and a son, and then having them immediately murdered. But why wasn't she murdered? Why did the mob not kill her, though? I'm a little interested to see this person. She's just like a war vet then, probably. She's a strong, independent woman. So unlike Von Karma, who was like a younger prosecutor who had the who had the pressure from her father, Manfred Von Karma, this just seems to be like a very war-torn prosecutor who's been through a lot. Yeah, I guess that is true, isn't it? Juries are all about, as much as we don't like the stereotype. In court, yeah, juries are all about the stereotypes. I'm trying to play them and trying to play them off. I guess that's possible, though. Not necessarily true. They might like her because she's older and more kind of experienced, maybe more wise than Apollo. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It doesn't matter. She's She's done so many cases, even with the juror system. It's kind of the same thing. You're just trying to convince a jury instead of just one judge. Wait, Paul Strings is doing the judging? Oh. Okay. Alright, court time. Oh, so it's like a new model. That's cool. Oh, so he's like a younger guy. What? Okay. So we're not here yet. And neither is the... Oh no, is he just talking to himself? Oh, come on, why... At least the other judge was old and I can get past why he was a moron, but why is this guy talking to himself? Oh, this is just... Wow. Wow. So this is the judge, huh? Is he in the wrong room? Is that what happened? Oh yeah, we're always in 4. So this is cool, huh? I don't know if that's a sprite of anybody. I think that's just a hand-drawn. This person, well, the creator Ping obviously did a really good job with this. I don't think I've played a fan game that made the prosecutor. I played Conflict of Interest, which was a very good one, but that uses that uses one. What am I saying? Duh. Never mind. That just whatever. This is really good. This is really well made. I have to keep saying that. Even with the new judge and everything. Oh no, he's under her thumb. This is not going to be. This is going to be a tough trial. This guy is going to be such a pushover. That might be worse than the actual judge. Okay, well, let's start it, hopefully. Oh, come on. This manipulative person. Lady Justice. That's a good name. So, he didn't even ask the defense if we were ready to have the trial. Wow, so it's going to be one of those cases where it's all against us, against the world pretty much, where both the judge and prosecutor are together. Alright, well, let's see what happens. So... I don't think he's worse. I see where you're coming from, though. It was a good opening statement. Well, let me see her profile. Let's see the profile real quick. I hate clicking on this thing to get to places. A tough veteran prosecutor, she and the judge used to be lovers. That's Phoenix. This guy's 28. And he's the Chief Justice's son. I see. Okay. And we have Phoenix Wright, we have Nathan Wood, who's dead. This guy who's dead. This guy who looks a lot like him, but I don't know what this is. I don't really have a theory right now. I think this guy's dead. He died to the serial killer. I think he is behind it. I think he might have hired somebody to do it. I keep going off on tangents with the case going on. But I think he's definitely behind it. I just don't know who actually pulled it off, because I don't know if it was him. Let's see. So they always start with the detective. So let's see. Name and occupation. And here we go. This is the bread and butter of these kind of games. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and finish this quickly. We're almost up to 20 minutes. Let's see. We found the defendant unconscious. So this is more where the gameplay comes in. We can press the witness on each statement or present evidence if we find a contradiction. So it's always better to press first for more information. So we found the defendant unconscious.
Objection!
Yep, she's definitely a very driven person for justice. So this is going to be a tough one, I think. Okay. Chambers.
Objection!
This is not a good start, Apollo. He's sweating already on press number 2. Wow. Did you just accuse the judge? Yeah, right now strings is our only lead. As to who it could be. Do you really? I mean, where's the body?
Objection!
Why are you sweating? That's a good point, Apollo. Why is he holding his head, like, blushing when he's saying that? That's a good point. Opinion. Your opinion on this matter.
Objection!
Wow. He stuck for himself, and now he's going back. Yeah, that's interesting though. I thought he would be under the prosecutor's thumb the entire game. see. One person isn't that big. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say it doesn't. Actually, no, because of the blood. And the contradiction should be the blood. It should... Definitely the evidence. The evidence. Yeah. I think it's the blood. Oh, it's not? Oh. Well... Well, that's not a good start. What is it? Maybe it's a testimony. I didn't see anything, though. Let's see, the defendant is unconscious. Oh, that's what it is. It is the... I know it. Hang on. I know what happened.
Objection.
Go back through it. Because it's the testimony. I got that wrong. Although I feel like the blood should do it. So not really, because of the testimony. I'm gonna go with that. It's the testimony, not the evidence. There it is. You believe the defendant disposed of the victim's body in the forest surrounding the prison. Yeah, that's a huge hole. Why would the murderer... Yep, that's definitely the contradiction. No, it's not. And the blood comes in. I feel like the blood should have worked out though, but whatever. That's fine. There was no blood. And how do you explain that, Miss Sky? And that's a good time to stop. So we found a contradiction in the testimony. They don't know how the defendant killed then, because if Chambers did indeed do this, he would have to carry the body out, and he would have to put himself back in the cell. So next time we will continue the case. Maybe we'll even finish day one, depending how... No, actually we're not. We're not finishing on the next time. But this has been long enough. I'm Casheway, and I'll see you guys later.